You just spent 50 grand on a brand new SUV. Congratulations, the second you drove it off the lot, it lost 10% of its value. Meanwhile, your neighbor's driving a car that costs less than your down payment, and it's going to outlast yours by a decade. I'm not sponsored by anyone. Nobody paid me to say this. I went through reliability data, owner reports, and real resale numbers to find 5 cars you can buy for pocket change that will flat out embarrass cars 3, 4, 5 times their price. If you're tired of dealerships pushing you toward debt you don't need, stick around. This list will change how you think about your next car purchase. Before we get into it, a quick disclaimer. Dirt cheap here means used, typically $5,000 to $8,000 depending on your market and mileage. These aren't project cars. These are cars people are driving right now, every day, well past 200,000 miles, with nothing but oil changes and basic maintenance. And one more thing, I'm not just naming cars, I'm going to tell you what to actually check before you buy one, so you're not the one guy who gets the exception to the rule. Let's start the countdown.
Number 5, the Toyota Corolla, specifically the 2010 to 2013 models. You can find these for $3,000 to $6,000 all day long, and here's the thing, Toyota's own reliability data and independent studies consistently show this generation crossing 250,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance. No transmission rebuilds, no head gasket nightmares, just an oil change every 5,000 miles and a set of tires when you need them. Compare that to a brand new luxury sedan in the $50,000 range, loaded with sensors, complex infotainment systems, and turbocharged engines that need premium fuel and specialized service. The Corolla doesn't care, it just runs. This is the car mechanics buy for their own kids. That alone should tell you something. If you are shopping for one, there are really only 2 things to watch for. Rust around the rear wheel wells in states that use road salt and a spotty maintenance history. That's it. There is no hidden transmission issue, no known engine flaw. Find a clean title, a service record, and you have basically found a car that refuses to die. Number 4 is the Honda CR-V from the 2007 to 2011 generation. This one is a little pricier, call it $5,000 to $8,000, but you are getting an SUV that regularly hits 200,000 plus miles with the original transmission still intact. That is not nothing. A lot of new crossovers in this price bracket, new, I mean the $50,000 SUVs, are running 8, 9, sometimes 10-speed transmissions that are complicated, expensive to fix, and honestly unproven long-term. The older CR-V has a simple, well-understood 5-speed automatic that Honda spent over a decade refining. It is not flashy. It does not have a 12-inch touchscreen, but it will start every single morning for the next 15 years if you take care of it. If you need space, all-wheel drive, and zero drama, this is one of the smartest used buys on the market. One thing worth mentioning, this generation did have a minor recall related to airbag inflators, part of the broader industry-wide Takata recall, so before you buy, check the VIN against Honda's recall database. It is a 5-minute check and it is free, and most of these have already had the fix done. Outside of that, owners report the biggest expense over 150,000 miles is usually just a timing belt service, which is standard maintenance, not a defect. Number 3, and this one surprises people, the Lexus ES350, 2007 to 2012. You can find these in the $6,000 to $9,000 range, and what you're getting is essentially a Toyota Camry engineered and built to Lexus standards, meaning even higher reliability, plus a genuinely luxurious interior with leather, a quiet cabin, and a smooth ride that rivals cars costing 5 times as much. Here's the kicker. This generation of ES350 uses the same bulletproof V6 engine found in the Camry and Avalon of the same era, an engine with a reputation for going 300,000 miles with basic care.
You're paying used Camry money for a Lexus badge, Lexus refinement, and Lexus dependability. If you want to feel like you're driving something upscale without the upscale repair bills, this is it. The one catch with Lexus ownership is parts and labor rates at a Lexus dealership. Those are not cheap. But here's the workaround. Because the mechanicals are shared with the Camry, any independent Toyota specialist can service this car for a fraction of dealer pricing using the exact same parts. You get the luxury badge without the luxury service bill, as long as you know where to take it.
Number 2, the Toyota Tacoma. And honestly, you have got a wide window here. Anything from 2005 to 2015 holds up. Expect to pay $7,000 to $10,000 depending on mileage and cab configuration. Tacomas from this era are famous, maybe infamous, for their resale value, and there is a simple reason. They do not die. Frame rust recalls aside, which Toyota addressed with an extended warranty program that in many cases replaced the entire frame for free, the drivetrains in these trucks are legendary. Owners regularly report 300,000 plus miles with the original engine and transmission. Compare that to a new $50,000 half-ton truck loaded with turbocharged engines, complex emission systems, and tech that is still working out its bugs. The old Tacoma is proof that simple, well-built machinery beats complicated machinery every single time when it comes to long-term durability. If you are buying one now, definitely get underneath it and check the frame yourself or have a mechanic do it, even though most of the recall-eligible trucks have already been addressed. Beyond that, this is a truck that holds its value so well that sometimes a 10-year-old Tacoma costs almost as much as a 5-year-old competitor. That is how strong the reputation is. If you need a truck that will still be running when your kids are in college, this is the one.
And the number one dirt cheap car that will outlast a $50,000 new one, the Toyota Avalon from 2005 to 2012 generation. These sell for $4,000 to $7,000, and they are, without exaggeration, one of the most reliable cars ever built. Full-size comfort, a smooth V6, and the same bulletproof engineering as the Camry, but bigger, quieter, and honestly more comfortable on long drives. Owner forums are full of Avalons crossing 250,000, even 300,000 miles with nothing but scheduled maintenance. No transmission issues, no electrical gremlins. This is the car retired mechanics buy for themselves because they know exactly what is under the hood, and they know it is not going to fail them. Part of why this car flies under the radar is image. It is marketed toward an older buyer, so younger drivers overlook it completely. That is actually good news for you, because it keeps demand and prices lower than they should be for a car this dependable. For the price of a used economy hatchback, you are getting a full-size luxury cruiser that will genuinely outlast almost anything on a modern dealer lot.
So there you have it, 5 cars, all under $10,000, all capable of outlasting a brand new $50,000 vehicle loaded with complexity you don't need. This isn't about buying cheap, it's about buying smart. The car industry wants you to believe more expensive means more reliable. The data says otherwise. If this list saved you from a bad car buying decision, hit subscribe, because every week I am digging through the real numbers. No sponsorships, no dealership kickbacks, just what actually holds up. Which one of these 5 would you drive? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next one.